Hey everybody. All right, so we are now going on to step 8. Step 8 is contracting the customer. Now I'm just going to review how to get them approved again, right? After step 6, when you present all the numbers, right, there's going to be a little button that says next. You can press that and send them the credit application. Also, and what I like to do is I like to just hit the little qualification button on the left-hand side of the Everbright proposal. And there's a little button that says action. And if you hit that button, you can click run pre-qual. Also, if you need to do another credit check, you can cancel the original one here and say run pre-qual again. So you're going to hit run pre-qual. At that point, the credit application is going to go to their email and your email. Pull up your email and talk them through this, right? We're starting to close. We're assuming the close in this program, in this process. So let them know, hey, I'm pulling up the application email. We can see if we can at least get you guys approved real quick. And then you just press go to application. You'll see the credit application pop up on your email, right? You can't miss it. Everybody's going to send you an email. You can't miss it. It's really simple. And then you're just going to fill out that information, their name, birth date, income level, social security. Assure them that this is a soft pull. This is not going to run their credit, so they don't need to worry about their credit being affected at all. It is just a soft pull. Put in their information, hit the submit button. Within a minute or two, you will get an email saying whether they've been approved or not. If they've been approved, great. Now you can start going through the contracting process, okay? So hit the contract button. It's on the left-hand side of the Everbright screen, right? And you will see a little button here at the top. There's void, upload, and then send e-sign. Once and only after they get approved for the loan, the send e-sign button will become illuminated. Press that button. It'll take a few minutes, but after a few minutes, you will get an email. You'll get 2 emails, one saying that documents have been sent from Everbright and one with the actual documents. So you're going to click on that second email. It's going to be a DocuSign email through Everbright, and you're going to click review documents. It's going to bring you in to DocuSign. You might need to check mark a couple buttons, to approve your signature, but it'll bring you into DocuSign, and then you're going to have to fill out your part of the agreement. And when I do this, I share my screen with them if I'm on a virtual, or I show them what I'm doing if I'm in person, and I start filling it out. You're going to have to ask them for their HOA information, so let them know, great guys, what I'm going to do is start filling out my portion of the agreement. And I'm going to go through it with you. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to send you the agreement, and then I'll walk you through everything and get you all signed up, and we can get this process rolling. All right. So first off, I'm going to need your HOA information, their name, phone number, and email. All the info you have will be great. And then you put that in. And then you're also going to have to put in the name of our company, Aura Solar, and some other basic information. You're going to need to put in their utility account number, so make sure you have the utility bill handy. So get that from the customer. And then I want you to show the screen to your customer and verify their information. Mr. Customer, I want to make sure all this is right, so we don't have to redo everything. Is this information correct? Make sure that they verify their name, email address, all that, and make sure that it's correct. You really want to do this before you click that send e-sign, because you have to go back and change it. But if you haven't, make sure you do it again, or if you haven't before, or at least do it again, right? Then when you're done with that, I just bring them through the whole contract, right? And then I send it to them. So I'll show them everything and then send it to them. And there's some key points you're going to want to go over with them while they're signing, so they understand everything. The first is just the installation agreement. So you're just going to be, guide them through it. Okay, so the first thing we're signing, Mr. Customer, is the installation agreement. This is your address. You can see how many panels you're getting here with the 25-year warranty we talked about, and also the 10-year workmanship warranty to protect your roof that we talked about. And then this is the total amount of the loan that we agreed on. If we scroll down, and this is important, pay attention to this, Mr. Customer, there's a cancellation clause, so you have the right to cancel within 3 days. Just breeze over that real quick. Don't make a big deal about that. Do make a big deal about this next section. Now, Mr. Customer, We do have this other section on here. Now, you do have 3 days to cancel, like I said, but if you cancel after that, that's when we start having to put money into this project. So there are fees if you cancel later on, right? So you can't just cancel, a month from now or something like that. So these are the fees that you can see. So site survey is $250, design is $1,000. So if you cancel along the process, these are the fees that you're going to be charged. So I just want to make sure that you understand that, okay? Okay, great. All right, so sign this one. Then after they sign that one, you move on to the next form. This is the solar addendum layout form. This is just giving us permission to move forward with the current design that we designed here on this proposal you're signing today. We are going to do site survey, so remind them we're going to do site survey in 2 weeks. The team's going to come out to your house in about 2 weeks, and they're going to put the panels in the best spot on your roof. So this might change, and we will send you the new design if it does change. But this is just giving us permission to move forward if the design does not change. So have them sign that one. And this is a good point to go over the other step, to go over the next steps as well, which is, if you remember, 2 weeks after install, we'll do site survey. Then after that, we'll call them with the final design. Then after that, we submit to their HOA and for the permits. Then after that, we get them on the schedule for install. So the whole process takes anywhere from 30 to 90 days. So you can go over that with them again at this point. And then you have them sign the next agreement. The next agreement is the HOA customer authorization form. That gives us permission to apply to the HOA on their behalf. So have them sign that. Then the next form is the Everbright form. That's a really long form. Explain to them, hey, Mr. Customer, this is essentially just like a mortgage agreement. So there's just a ton of paperwork. You could read it if you want. Most people don't. But there are some important pieces that I want to point out to you that are very important. So first off, this is your interest rate, as you see here on the first page. This is the total amount. This is your payment. Now there's 2 payments, so I want to go over this again to make sure you understand. The first payment is $150, for example, right? You're going to get that payment 60 days after the date of install. We need you to put in your bank account information, just like mortgage companies and a lot of other companies these days, to give you that low 3.99% interest rate. You need to put in your bank account information, and you can always change that at a later date, so it's no big deal. But to get that low 3.99%, you need to put in your account information. So your monthly payment is $150. Remember, you're going to apply for your tax credit at the end of the year, right? As long as you get that full tax credit and give it to the loan company within that 18-month period, your payment will stay at $150 until you pay the system off, right? Or transfer the payment when you move or whatever you're planning on doing. If you keep that tax credit money, which you can do, it is your money, just know your monthly payment will go up to this other number right here that you see, the $225. Just want to make sure that that's clear and that you understand that. Yes? Okay, great. All right, let's scroll through this, just basic information here. Okay, remember this, on page 17, there's going to be a little box. They need to check that box signing up for the ACH payment. If they don't do that, they'll sign up without the ACH payment and their interest rate will be 0.5% higher. So make sure they check that box on page 17 and then put in their bank account information. Then have them finish everything and hit finish. Then you have to do a welcome call. Let them know, hey, we need to do a welcome call to make sure you understand everything I went through with you today. And have the agreement pulled up in case there's some questions that they need to refer to. Just, let them know, hey, it's just a simple welcome call. They're just going to ask you a bunch of questions to make sure you understand everything. And then get on a 3-way call with Everbright, finish the welcome call, get the utility bill, make sure they hit the finish button on the contract, and then you are good to go and you can move on to the final step, step 9, the button up.